Celebration packs are back, but the question is, are they worth it? Because the white celebration packs, they sell for about 1,100 credits on average, which is a lot for a game of chance. I got 9 celebration packs off of the marketplace to put it to the test on if it is worth it. So they all were bought for around 1,100 credits. I spent 10k on 9 packs, and this is how the opening went. For context, there's about 200 to 300 items that I do not own within the celebration packs. I do think there is like some weird glitch with my account when it comes to the celebration packs, but I will get onto that in a second. But here is how the initial pack opening went. Like I said, I got 9 packs. So on my first pack, I actually got, I would say, pretty lucky, as I got Chroma Streaks. And this is only the second time ever that I've unpacked Chroma Streaks, and I've probably opened about 250 white celebration packs on my account, and probably about 200 of the black ones, / maybe even 300 of them, because you could get them renowned. I used to spend all my renown last season on that. Sold Chroma Streaks for 2,800 credits. So bear in mind, I spent 10,000 in total. Right now, I'm only at like a 7,000 loss. I then unpacked Obsidian, and I sold that for 3,000 credits. So I've now only spent 4,000 credits, I think. Yeah, I've spent 4,000 credits on 9 packs. Now, one thing I will say is, for some reason with the white celebration packs, it's almost like every 5 or 6 packs, for some reason, I get Obsidian. And this is with me not owning quite a few. Like, even last season, when I only owned about half of the collection, like every few packs I'd get Obsidian, and I literally had to prove to people on stream that I didn't own half of the collection, because it genuinely looked like I did, and I didn't. It's just like my account has been rigged to get Obsidian multiple times. I think I've unpacked Obsidian now genuinely like 20 times. Statistically should not happen when you look at what I did and didn't have in the pack, so I'm just convinced that there's like a bug on my account. It's a positive one, but I'm not complaining about it, but I just needed to give that context. So I then did unpack Obsidian again. So in 9 packs, I unpacked Obsidian twice and Chroma Streaks once. Each one roughly sold for 3,000 credits if I just kind of do rounded up maths. So I spent 10k. I got almost 9k back, which means that it only cost me in total about 1,500 credits to get 6 items that I didn't already own, and then 3 dupes that I sold to get my credits back. So for me personally, that was worth it because I only spent 1,500 credits. But here is the thing with the celebration packs as to why they're not going to be worth it for people for much longer. And for some people, I already don't think they're worth it either. So let me explain my reasoning for both. So if you are somebody who are quite new to the game and you don't have that many cosmetics, or you weren't around when half of the celebration pack collection existed, they are absolutely not worth 1,100 credits for you to buy on the marketplace. Because most of the stuff in the packs you can literally get for 20 credits on the marketplace. Like, if I bought a celebration pack for 1,200 credits, and I got something I could have bought for 20 credits, I'd be livid. I genuinely would if I didn't use the marketplace a lot. Like, with my credits, I throw them away at stuff for content all of the time because I haven't actually had to buy credits for a long time. Because when the marketplace first came out, I got a bunch. I then flipped a bunch of stuff, and I fully am invested in the marketplace and sniping and things like that. To the point where I once got given a pack for my reputation from Ubisoft for free. I then opened MP5 Black Ice on that. I then sold it on the marketplace for 2,000 credits, and I turned that 2,000 credits into the Spellbound skin, which at the time cost 115,000 credits. But even then, I still managed to get that for 40k cheaper, and I managed to get it for 70k. But I didn't actually have to put any real money into it because of the marketplace. So if I look at it from the perspective of somebody who might not use the marketplace very often and their credits aren't really disposable, if I spent 1,100 to 1,200 on a pack to get something I could have got for 20 credits, I would honestly be livid. Because that's the difference, I'm pretty sure, of spending £7 or spending nothing. because most people will have like 10 or 20 credits on their account, whereas they might not have £7 worth for 1,200 credits. So for people in that situation, I really don't think celebration packs are worth it. But I think celebration packs are also affecting the marketplace significantly and not in a good way. Because I can't believe that celebration packs sell for what they sell for. I can't believe they sell for 1,200 credits. I expected them to maybe sell for 400 and then the black ones to sell for about 200. And I think that was reasonable, even if it was 300, 600. But what they sell for right now is so ridiculously high, considering that it's really affecting the integrity of the marketplace. Literally only 2 weeks ago, Obsidian would sell for 6k credits. Its average was like 6.6k. You now struggle to sell it for 3k, and that's because obviously there's so many more being put onto the marketplace. People want to sell it as soon as they open their celebration pack, so they can then try and open it again. But every single day that comes down, and it's getting closer and closer to the price of a celebration pack, and the price of celebration packs are going up. So eventually, a celebration pack will cost 1,500 credits, and you'll also only be able to sell Obsidian for 1,500 credits. So then the whole point of it is basically pointless. So in my opinion, the celebration packs right now are only worth it for people who basically own everything they possibly could on the marketplace that's in them already. And then there's like maybe 100 things left that you can't own. So yeah, sure, it's worth it for those people, but it feels like it's only worth it for those people. Even as somebody who owns a lot of the stuff, it's still not really worth it for me. I know I will end up getting a bunch more anyway, because I do want to get every single racer skin, even though most of them aren't even that nice. I just want to complete the collection. But hopefully when all of the celebration packs have been sold and that they've been opened, we will then see the price rise for other skins again, like Obsidian and like Onami and also Chroma Streaks. But I think eventually it will hit a level where the most expensive item you can get out of a celebration pack is the price of a celebration pack. And I hope as people realize that, the prices of celebration packs will then maybe come down. I feel like there's such a demand for them right now because they've only been out for a week maybe. But like, I think some people were hoping as well that they could like totally exploit this and they'd be able to get like a shit ton of celebration packs and then make loads of money, like credits from it. But even if you buy 20 celebration packs and you sell the same item multiple times, you're only going to make like 1,000 to 2,000 credits profit at a time. So you can only actually make like a few thousand credits in profit a day. And that's a lot of effort. And who has the time for that? I think some people were thinking that they'd be able to make like 5 to 6k per pack that they get, and that's not the case. And so I guess it's good in this sense because it then stops the demand for the people trying to do that. But overall, in general, I think celebration packs are definitely too high right now. And it's also a shame to see some of like the cool stuff in them that's also valuable not sell so much, because I know that some people are like really hoping and taking that gamble that, oh my god, I might get Obsidian, might be able to like sell it for this amount. But it's not really that exciting if you get it when it's only worth the celebration pack anyway. I personally always wondered how this would go with the celebration packs, and it's kind of gone exactly how I expected it to, which is a little bit disappointing. Like, I always questioned why they'd come onto the marketplace, and I thought maybe Ubi would set the prices for them or maybe have something in place, but no. So I'm really curious how this is going to go with other packs in the future, because they said that other packs will go to the marketplace. So like, I can't think of anything valuable in an alpha pack that would be worth selling, but I think you're going to be able to sell alpha packs soon. Also, just to put out there, when it comes to the black celebration packs, the duplicate ones, they are definitely not worth it. Like, nobody buy those. They're not worth it whatsoever. Sell them while you can. That just is not worth it. Yeah, I'm curious on how like the alpha packs and stuff are going to go when they come onto the marketplace. And also the other packs, like if you can sell event packs, but then every single event skin is on the marketplace. So what would be the point? Unless it means that new events, they won't put their cosmetics onto the marketplace and they'll be like limited. And so if you didn't get them, you can then try to get them from the packs if you bought the packs as a player. Because ultimately, like when Doctor's Curse come out, I would be very inclined to buy all of the packs. I think are they 300 credits each, I think, to buy a pack. So buy all the packs. Let's say this is theoretical, 300 per pack. There's 10 packs. So we spend 3,000, okay? I will then buy all of the outfits if I want them, or buy all the outfits that I want at least from the store. If I don't want the memento, this is. So then, when they then go onto the marketplace, if they're going to sell for like 1,200 credits each, that's so much profit. It's 900 credit profit per pack. But this is only based on if the cosmetics from that event does not go onto the marketplace, because if it does go onto the marketplace, what's the point? So I'm really, really curious on how they're going to introduce A, more packs to the marketplace, and B, will you just be able to get everything on the marketplace anyway? That was my 9-pack experiment with the celebration packs for now, and my overall takeaway from this is if you don't have most of the collection, they're just not really worth it for the price they are. If they were like maybe 500 credits, sure. But with the price they are, I honestly don't think it's worth it. So if you're thinking about getting a bunch of celebration packs and you don't have most of the stuff, and I don't know, say you want Obsidian, you have like a 1 in 14,000 chance of getting it. So to pay 1,200 credits for that chance, just not worth it. I hope that some people do find this insightful and this does help some people who don't know whether it's worth to get celebration packs. And also, if you have celebration packs right now, I do recommend selling them. Like, if you're not wanting to open them, absolutely sell them right now, because they're selling for so much, so I think it's worth it. Do you think the prices of celebration packs will eventually come down? If you have made it this far into the video, if you don't already, I would really appreciate a sub. I am grinding my YouTube. I've just become YouTube partnered, and I'm really trying to get to 10k by the end of the year. The goal next year is 100k, so a very, very big step up. I'm trying to put out a video 5 days a week, and I'll always try and make them as informative as I can, and I hope you all enjoy the rest of your day, and thank you so much for watching.